Hello everyone, Callie here today with a special video for you guys. The review code for this game was provided to me by NISAmerica to be able to show you guys this awesome retro title that I'm sure that you will like if you are a fan of Metroidvanias, puzzle games, rock hard action-adventure titles. This might be the game for you, and that game is none other than La Mulana. So La Mulana is an action archaeological ruins exploration game, originally released in 2005. It's a freeware game for Windows, non-freeware remake in 2012, and so on and so forth. Game's plot stars an Indiana Jones-esque archaeologist. So, that out of the way, let's begin. So as I mentioned, this game is an action-adventure 2D platformer that plays like a Metroidvania game. You're given areas to explore open-endedly with paths that open up as various power-ups and other items are obtained. You are Professor Lacrimosa. It's pretty cut and dry, right? Indiana Jones, Professor Lacrimosa, right. We're gonna go explore these ruins. And ruins, they are. They're very tough, very challenging dungeons. But if you like retro titles, you like the aesthetic of the older 16-bit games, it's definitely one that you should check out. So this game was developed by a group of 3 Japanese indie developers called GR3, now known as Niguro. So, as you can see in the open world here, you have a whip, and you go smash things, kill enemies. Luckily, there's this wonderful hot spring to give you health back, which I used a few times. You go into different little places and they give you tips. Remember that serpent staff. You know, it's gonna be good to kill that blue giant. But, let's start exploring the ruins. That's what we're all interested in, right? So there's these blocks that you can push, and there's these tablets that have text on them. This one obviously says, "Death awaits the powerless." Gotta learn the 7 histories and overcome the challenges within. So, let's get started. First dungeon you're gonna run into is the Gate of Guidance. And the guy at the beginning who talked about your laptop says, yeah, stuff similar inside the ruins that you can push. It's pretty great, good advice. Push the things, do the stuff, everything is fine. So then you go about and you explore dungeons. You're gonna run into these other tablets that have this garbledy, undeciphered text. There's a thing later you can get to undecipher those. I think that the music is stellar. Absolutely stellar music in this game. It's very reminiscent of the Mega Man X and Castlevanias of the time. So, a little rock down there to the left is a save point. Obviously, as you can tell, this is a big game. Without save points, I don't know if it would be very simple to beat. I can't believe I fell for such an obvious trap. So yeah, if you push that switch down in the middle of the screen, the jaw falls on you and kills you. You're gonna die a lot in this game. So just accept the fact that you're gonna die. And once you've accepted that and went through it, I think you'll have a good time. Again, it's really tough. So, you know how I just said you're gonna die a lot? Well, sometimes you're gonna miss a jump, and you're gonna fall right down, and you're gonna go splat. It's not gonna kill you, surprisingly. Like, it didn't even do any damage at all. But, again, you can see all the different areas within this first dungeon. It's crazy. So smashing the golden thing sometimes gives you items, gold, or the weights. And the weights are used to push down these switches here, so you put the weight and it activates the switch. So let's take a look at some of the other areas. We have the spring in the sky. Obviously open up the mailer. And it says, oh hey, water's poisonous. You might have too much water, so you can't go across it if you don't have enough health. Really good advice. This guy knows a whole lot of stuff about these ruins, given that he's just a caretaker of it. So, you go through the different zones. This ends up being one of the later zones. I got here by accident early. But it's pretty cool. I like the artwork of the game. I think they did a really good job with the remaster. It's a very colorful 16-bit game. Again, here's the save spots and what they look like. You click those, you save it, and you move on from there. So, this game's, again guys, it's tough, but the tips are useful. Remember how it said the water's poisonous? You see how the health's ticking down up there? Well, Callie didn't notice that the first time through, and I died. You get that wonderful Dark Soul screen, game over, go back to the title. Yeah. Here's another area, the Mausoleum of Giants. There's a lot of cool areas, some very unique enemy types. I really was impressed with this game's music, probably more than anything. I loved the music. It's very tight controls, so once you make a jump, you're committed to that jump. That is a jump that you are definitely going to stick with, and wherever you're going to land is what it is. This is improved in the second game, of course, which we'll be doing a video in a couple weeks on, but the aesthetics are pretty similar in the second. So, again, if you like Metroidvanias, if you like retro-style games, if you like puzzles, this is probably a really good game for you to try out. It's on quite a few different systems. The version I played was on PlayStation 4. You can go buy it on the PSN store. I believe it's also on Switch and a couple of other systems as well. So I'll have to go check that out, guys. It was originally brought over to Wii, the WiiWare, in 2012. So that's pretty exciting stuff, and obviously you read that. If you read it, you can't go back. I was like, oh no, oh no. Because it said you're gonna die if you read that. Well, I've already died a bunch of times when I got to this area. So, there's lots of different dungeon areas like this, but there's another mode as well. The other mode is like a time attack boss rush mode. Again, I'm not super good at this game, but you guys can see what it's like. So they start you off here, there's a timer, go fight the blue boss. I wasn't aware he was supposed to be the first boss, kinda skipped him, might have been a good idea. You can see me trying to raise that serpent staff there, and it not doing anything, so I was like, well, that was some great advice at the beginning of the game, guys, thanks for that. I probably just did it wrong. Knowing my luck, I just did it wrong. And so then this takes you through all the different bosses of the game. This obviously looks like the giant mausoleum. There was not a boss in the Holy Grail pit, the first area I showed you guys in this game. There wasn't a boss there, at least from what I could tell from exploring almost all of it. So the first boss of the dungeons is in the Giant's Mausoleum, and from there you're supposed to go over to this angled area, which I didn't show a video clip of. But these areas are led off of the first dungeon, and the water area was after that. So if you like games like this, guys, you like retro games, you like Metroidvanias, you like a challenge, you like a really good challenge, you like the stellar music, go give La Mulana a shot. The collection includes 1 and 2. So, the second game you play as a female protagonist. This one you play as Professor Elmenza. So, if you think this would be a game that you would like, give it a shot. It's on sale. There's a lot to it. It's a lot bigger than I expected, because most games of this time weren't that large. But this game has a lot to it, several puzzles, lots of different things that can kick your teeth in. You can look at all the different items. Look at all this. There's different swords and like electric whips and different guns and all kinds of different stuff that you could do in this game. So once again, thanks NISAmerica for providing a review code for this title. I love your games, and I will keep playing them on to the future. So if you like this video, hit that like button, consider subscribing, share with your friends, and check me out on twitch.tv/CaliChronicles, where you can watch me stream games like this and many more. See you next time.